Oh. Should have brought my meeting when I go today. I guess I was going to.
Call this meeting, the Harlan Township Board of Trustees, to order. As a reminder, the meeting is being audio and video recorded. Would you please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Jenny, would you please read the minutes from the previous session?
Board of Trustees of Harlan Township met in regular session this 4th day of September 2024 at regular meeting place of 8276 State Route 132. Trustees Edward Pajinski, Kevin Kern, and Marcus Shelton present. Meeting called to order by Mr. Shelton at 7 p.m. Mr. Shelton asked all present to stand and say a pledge of allegiance. Minutes read from regular session August 21st, 2024. Mr. Shelton made a motion to approve minutes as read, second by Mr. Pajinski. Warren County Auditor Matt Nolan spoke with trustees about new property tax evaluation and upcoming increase. Overall tax increase will be approximately 20% on average. Mr. Nolan discussed the CAUV tax will also be increasing. We'll have a meeting for CAUV in October at Warren County Fairgrounds. Chief Benefits reported Old Squad 82 sold on gov deals for $9,800. Chief Benefit reported awarded Ohio EMS equipment and training grant an amount of $4,420.98. Chief Benefit reported host testing continues. Chief Benefit reported fire cadets joined training with Salem Morrow and Clinton Warren Fire Department on different aspects of firefighting. Chief Benefit reported the 9 Lincoln Auxiliary hosting a car show at Station 81 on September 21st from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Mr. Mason discussed working on options for replacing the boom mower, and road department continues working on Station 83 to prepare for floor replacement. Mr. Mason reported purchased external hard drive to store videos for trustees meetings. Mr. Mason reported Larry Burchett working on setup meeting for Warren County Engineer's Office to discuss options to install drain tile at Edwardsville Cemetery. We had no community comments. Old business, Mr. Shelton working with Warren County Prosecutor's Office for the Miami Good lease renewal. New business, Mr. Shelton reported a couple of tornado warning signs filled during the testing on September 4th. Mr. Shelton discussed creating policy for employees if they are injured and require time off. Ms. Williams discussed changing appropriation amounts within the Road and Bridge Fund. Ms. Williams increased contract services from $105,000 to $130,000 and reduced small tools and minor equipment from $150,000 to $125,000. Mr. Shelton made a motion to go into executive session per Ohio Revised Code 121.22 G5 to discuss confidential matters required to be kept confidential by federal law or regulations or state statutes, seconded by Mr. Brzezinski. Roll call, Mr. Brzezinski, yes. Mr. Kern, yes. Mr. Shelton, yes. Mr. Shelton made a motion to adjourn executive session, seconded by Mr. Kern. Roll call, Mr. Brzezinski, yes. Mr. Kern, yes. Mr. Shelton, yes. Resolution 090424-1. Mr. Shelton moved to adopt resolution rescinding the resolution to proceed with the submission of question of the tax to electors and authorizing withdrawal of the question from November 5th, 2024 general election due to an oversight of proper ballot language, seconded by Mr. Brzezinski. Roll call, Mr. Brzezinski, yes. Mr. Kern, yes. Mr. Shelton, yes. Resolution 090424-2. Mr. Shelton moved to adopt resolution adopting review period for election-related legislation not less than 7 days prior to vote by the Board of Trustees. This policy shall not be construed or constrict or invalidate any otherwise legitimate action by the board. In the event of the 7-day review period required by this policy must be waived by the board in order to ensure compliance with the legal deadlines for certification of the legislation of the Board of Elections, seconded by Mr. Kern. Roll call, Mr. Brzezinski, yes. Mr. Kern, yes. Mr. Shelton, yes. Mr. Shelton stated plan to place fire levy on ballot, however, not clear on exact date at this time. Community comments. A resident asked trustees if able to have water company clean up area from water main break at State Route 132 and State Route 123. Bridget Ballard reported Chief Bennett did a fire inspection at Bullerville and inspection passed. Ms. Williams gave written financial report to trustees. Mr. Brzezinski made a motion to pay bills, second by Mr. Kern. We had no correspondence. Mr. Kern made a motion to adjourn, seconded by Mr. Brzezinski. Meeting adjourned at 9:32.
Do either of you have any corrections or additions?
No, sir.
Nope. Do I have a motion to approve the minutes as read?
I'd like to make a motion to approve the minutes as read.
Second. Steve, are you going to do Dusty's report?
Sure. You ready? All right, so the load fund's been submitted for 2 battery combi tools. The requested amount was $48,370. We'll find out something by the end of October. That varies from year to year based upon how much interest they've earned, and it's controlled by board of directors at LCB. The 3 cadet applications received and approved by membership: Kennedy Burns, Liam Myers, and Jordan Van Ness. 2 of the 3 applicants were results of the recruitment efforts of the FEMA grant. He doesn't say. I assume we need to approve them, Jenny?
We usually do, yes.
They've been approved, so we need a motion to approve all 3 of these to the cadet program.
Do all at once.
Yes, you can for cadets.
I can make a motion to approve the membership of Kennedy Burns, Liam Myers, and Jordan Van Ness as cadet.
Second.
All right, Jeff Halkren and Chief Bennett met with Connie Hansen from Warren County Community Services to begin efforts to promoting elderly services and community assistance program for Harlan Township residents. They're working on essentially cliff notes of this is community paramedicine starting to become a thing, mostly in the suburbs, your Deerfields, your Westchesters, and whatnot, where and I'm not sure what they're going to do, exactly what the goals are for this one, but things like blood pressure checks, home checks if they want, just for slip, trip, fall hazards are the big one, and those types of things. People can sign up for that, as well as come to the firehouse. So kind of along with that paramedicine theme, other places are doing. So they met on that, trying to get that up and running. Warren County Telecom will be coming out on September 30th to go over new dispatching software, MDCs, and new radio programming for the county. Officers will be attending incident command training at Salem Fire Department. This is command blue card training, and it is being offered for all fire and EMS officers throughout the county. Car show is at Station 81, September 21st, which I believe is this Saturday, 9 to 3. Entertainment for kids, food trucks, and also local vendors there as well. October 25th and 26th will be the annual auction ham and turkey dinner fundraisers. Mobilecom is still working on tornado sirens. Pleasant River Road, Rochester, Zadale are able to be repaired. The repairs to a circuit board are being done. Wicker Park siren was inspected. No report back yet on that one, if that can be fixed or not. And the Station 81 siren is working in Marwoodville at State Route 22 working as well.
And the one in Middleburg, I guess those still have a work order on that one also.
Yeah. Yeah. And for some of those, they were older sirens, and they weren't sure they could find parts for them. So that's in the process.
Do you have any questions for Dusty's report?
No. I do. The 25th, do we want to promote? We're looking for donation items to go into the auction.
I don't know what was decided. I haven't talked to Dust about this. There was some discussion in the auction meeting about doing new items only, unless it was something, unless JR was going to donate a bus or something. Just a thought, throwing it out there.
Well, I've got some stuff to do.
So if it was something like that, we've got tractors where we would obviously do that stuff used. And I don't know what was decided. Fine, I don't know what Dusty decided to do There just was some discussion about, I don't know where exactly that stands as far, because it adds a lot of work when you get, we used to love to get pianos, and then to send us out to try to get hernias picking up everybody's piano in their basement that they want to get rid of. So I don't know what kind of items yet. For sure, what was decided there? So the question for Dusty on what.
Maybe I would say the next meeting, maybe we might have.
Yeah, and I don't know if it was going to be, if they decided on doing it, I don't know if it was actually decided on for sure.
About down to a month.
Close.
I mean,
Got a couple days.
hey, only chrome rims if you donate $1. We want chrome rims.
We don't give up programs.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm kind of particular with that. All right, any other questions?
No.
You ready for your administrative report?
Kept this one short again this week.
All right.
Road crew's just been doing ditching throughout the township on an as-needed basis. They did finish the outside insulation at the maintenance building, and the concrete floor is gone. So they just finished that up today. So I didn't talk to Larry to see when they were going to start again. I'm assuming next week they'll start leveling and repouring the floor. That floor went from, in some places, 12 inches to 2 inches, depending upon, I guess. Yeah. So it varied a lot. Definitely need to be replaced.
Is that normal?
I don't know. It was on the slope.
I thought he said he was gonna start pouring, they were gonna pour it tomorrow.
They might, I don't know. I decided to get a chance to talk to Larry.
I might have heard
they
it
were.
wrong.
Yeah,
They're gonna do it in one day.
Yeah, when I talked to him, he said that they would have it out today for sure. So, got a call from Matt Latham, actually his assistant from Warren County Parks, who'd like to come out to the trustee meeting on October 16th, talk about Warren County Parks and what they're doing. That's okay. Sure. Okay. It's October 16th, Matt Latham. The road crew also for cemetery completed that drain, I think yesterday they finished it, or today they finished up. We'll see. It's so dry. It's nice and dry now, so it's working currently. There's no issues. That's all I got.
I had sent you Mr. Lewis's information. Did you contact him?
I tried calling him again. I talked to him a couple months or so ago, and it was a zoning issue that needed to be addressed. And then I got his message today, what you sent to me yesterday or whatnot. And he's concerned about some road damage out by the street. That's county. So I gave him county contact information via voicemail. I did not talk to him directly. I gave him the number and contact information for issues with fixing the road from any damage done in the right of way or to the road.
I just
So
wanted
he has that.
on record that we reached out to him. He's hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, I did leave him a message this
When he
morning.
goes through the county to get messages to us, and it's like, we're reaching out to him, but he's not answering me. So I just wanted on record that we have reached out to him.
Yes, left the message this morning.
All right, you guys have any other questions for Steve's report?
The more thing I forgot to write down, just looks up here. So everybody should have hopefully received the postcard mailer. Did we receive a postcard mailer?
I do.
Yes.
Frank let me down.
I haven't either.
Really? I'm a stack it.
So there's,
You're on my route. We're on the same route.
you're on my route too. I got mine. So, and it's,
I got mine.
I got mine.
so some of the comments we've gotten in the past was that
One here too.
just because they're in the box doesn't mean that they go in the mailbox. So that's why the newsletters have kind of tried to do it a little differently, because we had the same issues with the newsletters, except on a much larger scale of money. So I have extras up here. Basically, it just gives you the website address. First people to sign up for the newsletter. I think in that first couple of days, we gained about 250 subscribers to the newsletter, which we obviously haven't got out yet, but just trying to get more email addresses in before we go through the work of sending that out. So I think we're up to about 380 to 400 email addresses. But those are up here. So most semesters, there's about 100 there or so. Take 2, 3 for your friend.
We put
That's all I got now.
the ham and turkey dinner.
What's that?
Can we set those up at the ham and turkey dinner for
These?
people? Yeah,
Sure.
so that way,
As long as it stays under 100. That's what I got.
well, whatever. Ham and turkey dinner to go less than 100 people, but still, just so that people could get, they didn't get them.
Or we could do like some kind of little banner or something. set it up.
Yeah, and if like Hampton we can also send it out. So basically, I just get an email list comes in on the backside of the website, in a Google sheet essentially. So we can just send if we want to send reminders for ham and turkey. We can just don't have to do it yet. We can do it if there's somebody can
That
do it.
is a good idea. I like
Somebody
that.
can do it.
See, technology.
Yeah.
Oh, you
I
have all
hate it,
the,
but it's
Just
great.
all the
don't
email
reply
addresses
all.
on the sheet
Yeah, that's how they get dumped from the website.
For
We
people
track
signing up.
Yeah. Yep.
Nice.
That's all I got. Not really, but go ahead.
Do you guys have any questions for Steve?
no, so
Let's see. Let's go to old business.
I have none. I have none.
The Little Miami Gig lease renewal. They would like to redo their lease the same 2 rooms, the same cost for their rooms for 2 years. Much as they've helped out around here, I would be fine with that, but what do you guys think? There's $500 per room per month.
I'm fine with that.
Steve, I believe you are listed on there as the administrator to handle that.
I can
I will
get
give you,
contact
did I give you
information.
that information?
I don't think so.
I'll get it. to
Maybe
you.
I'll look at it.
Okay, I'll get it to you.
Okay.
You guys, with you farming and him being everywhere across the country,
Yeah.
maybe hard to catch up, but we'll
Maybe,
get it done.
maybe I can trade income farm and I go to Puerto Rico or wherever.
Yes.
Sounds like
Telling to send you.
Yeah. I'll meet you there.
Yeah. Cemetery drainage looks great. Went up and looked at that today. You mentioned the car show. Tahoe, Mr. Kern had given us a lead on possibility of getting a vehicle to the county, and I followed up and sent a letter over to Lieutenant Marconi. And he reached back out this week that they have one that has some rust on the right rear body panel, but nothing major. The garage says everything checks out mechanically. It's a 2013 Tahoe. He said he can get the paperwork submitted for a resolution within another week or 2. Donate to the fire
Good
department.
job, Kevin.
Good for you.
Guys, tag team it.
I'll give you that stuff. I don't know if he's gonna reach out to me or he's gonna reach out to you or Dusty or Jenny or whoever. And that's all I have for old. Do you have any old business? Jenny, do you have any old
No.
new business, Ed?
We got a commissioners meeting September 24th at 9:30 for proposed amendments to the subdivision regulations. Is that what this is right here?
I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is it right.
No, this is October 1st. September 24th is the one I emailed you a copy of.
I got 2 or 3 different emails from, I think, from everybody. Planning Commission, Zoning Department, Commissioner. Do we feel like we need to have representation for that?
I mean, if you have a copy of the amendments.
No, it's on file at the county. I can read you the letter.
Is it commissioners meeting?
Yes.
So
It's
are they gonna
9:30 in the morning.
Are they just going to be, are they discussing it or are they just approving it?
They're gonna go
Approving?
over it and discuss it and approve it. I can pull it up, but it's pretty simple. It's like 3 sentences.
Not a whole lot
The
changing.
planning commission is what I'm on now.
Mhm.
And it's just gonna be more regulations that the planning commission has to implement. But I don't know the exact regulation. I mean, I haven't heard it, they haven't talked about it yet.
What we need, more regulations.
They haven't said what they're
But they
changing.
don't need to
I
zoning
don't think there's
commission.
enough for the subdivision.
We haven't started looking at changing?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I can go to that if we feel like we need to have representation there.
It kind of would be, I mean, if you can squeeze
It's
it
kind of my
in.
area. so-
Right, I mean, it'd be nice to have the information.
September 26th at 6 p.m., the Union Township Meeting Room, which I don't know where Union Township Meeting Room is.
South Level.
South Level.
Our department, South Loaded,
Okay,
right across from the car wash.
that's Ralph is the president of the Township Association. Do we need to, I need to go to that?
You don't have to, I mean, but you're always invited to go to them.
He's canceled the last two, the last minute.
Oh, really?
Because of the lack of interest.
I don't know. Didn't really
Well,
say.
there's not really a sign-up sheet, it's just whoever shows up.
I think I'll go to that one as well. As those are both next week.
Sometimes you get some pertinent information like CAUV, Farm Bureau, vehicle roadway damage, and ideas from other communities. But sometimes that can be good to attend.
This is about the dinner after the election, isn't it?
I think so.
In November, they're planning for the
So
dinner
that's
after the
what that one
election
is.
in
That's
November.
the email I sent to.
Okay.
So that's all I have.
Kevin?
I'm sure.
And I don't believe I have any new. Do not see. Jenny?
No.
Community confidence. Figured.
So we closed today on Doc Gardner's house in Blanchester. And then purchasing, this is the first time I was going through the home. We found 3 urns in the home. One Doc Gardner himself. The second is his wife. And the other one we believe
It's
is,
Alice, we don't know
is
where
Alice.
she's
We-
connected yet.
we don't know where she's connected yet. I also have found the plaque for him being a World War II vet. So what I'd like to, out of respect for his family, because he has no one, he was the last of kin. His wife lives in New York. She has no attachment to any of this. So out of respect,
His wife, who's he?
Doc Gardner.
Doc Carter's wife. Is still alive?
Doc Gardner,
Wife is alive.
Doc
She lives in New York.
David, who is the son
Oh.
of Doc Gardner.
Okay, I was gonna say. I didn't-
Yeah, Agnes is Doc Gardner's.
30 years old.
Agnes is David's wife.
Okay.
But David was the last of the Gardners of the entire family. So
Nobody around here.
there's nobody around. So what we'd like to, out of respect, is I had called and was gonna buy a lot and have his plaque set up. But I was told there might be possibility at Edwardsville, there is veteran lots available, either for us to purchase or if they're open, we would just like to for the family, because there is none, and we're wanting to make sure we do what's right, is get a lot, and I'll pay to have the plaque put in if there's a lot available.
You'll have the veteran. Richard would be the guy to talk to.
And I tried, I didn't get an answer from him, but I was told that there might possibly be a set of veteran lots that are already paid for.
Yeah, the township, yeah, we set that up years ago. I believe there's 8, isn't there, Jenny? I believe it's 8, they're against the fence,
I figured we'd just
right
get,
behind where we just put the drainage in.
I figured I'd just get one. I'd pour the spot, put his thing in it, and then we would put we'd keep the family together and
Put all 3 urns.
put all 3 urns there. Out of, just,
We're needing good juju.
yes, we want to leave good juju. Because I
Jared
now you bought it.
opened them.
the urns, so now the spirits are out. So now we
had
do.
to figure,
Gardner was a staple of this community.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many times I've heard his name.
yeah, and to me,
Hundreds.
I mean, as a child, we joked about today, as a child, I remember him coming to the farm.
Yeah.
And I thought then, I was like, and everybody even said, I was like, that guy was 100 years old.
Mhm.
You know, and everybody's like, he was 100 years old, 100 years ago, you know? But I think out of respect, just the memories that I've shown you and the things, I want to preserve that and do the right thing for him, so.
I think, would you guys be, I don't think he should have to purchase a lot for this. He was a
I'll pay
veteran.
for the plaque to be put in, and I'll do whatever. I just want to do what's right for the family.
Would you guys be ready to use one of those veteran lots for that? I mean, I think that's what they're for.
Absolutely.
That's what we set it up for.
Yeah, as much as he's done for that community, that's pretty,
I think that's something.
He was
we could do
involved in a
real-
lot.
yeah.
Over
A lot.
50 years of service as a veterinarian, and he was the only large animal vet around here for I think 30 years.
Mhm.
He was on Blanchester's board of commissioners. He helped with the original UDF. I have the blueprints of the original first UDF when they put it in. and just a plethora of things that we're going to donate to the Blanchester Historical Society of things that he had kept and
I don't
preserved.
know why they left him in his house. I mean, just-
Oh, they left everything.
So his son made sure that his dad's room was left the way his dad left it. And when we walked in there, his dad's room was left the way his dad left it.
Everything.
Everything was.
Everything.
There is, I guarantee you, if he'd have been audited, they wouldn't have been able to know what to do, because he has, I guarantee every single canceled check that went through that place is there. Every single document. I found all of Schulman's records of his cows going through there. That's where I came from. I took them to him tonight, of all the records of every cow he worked on when he went over to their farm.
Everything.
Everything.
You open cat, it's just papers.
Canceled checks after
Everything.
canceled checks after canceled checks after documents after notes after board minute notes after. There is hundreds of those vanilla flipped up where he took notes and saved for hearings and that. So
You're going through them all individually?
absolutely. I told them we're in no hurry. We're going to go through every single sheet of paper in the
See you in a couple of years.
Yeah.
We ain't got no couple of years.
But we just want to do the right thing for the family, because there is none now. So to me, we want to make sure we do what's right. And if, like I said, I think that's a good spot if that option is available here. If not, I'll have to go to the land and
We'll
find
do
something.
that. I think we're all in agreement.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll get with Richard, and get it marked out.
I'll get with Beetle and for the.
I'd like to give that information to our Cattlemen's Association here, because everybody there doesn't remember, because they're not that old.
It'd be nice to have a ceremony.
A through Z, they're all in there. It is amazing what he kept. I mean, it's amazing.
Maybe
And the son just left. The son left it be. Touch.
Well, you guys, those urns have been there this long, they're not going anywhere, so.
Well,
Maybe,
on the girls' terms, I've let them out. So
We talk to them when we go in the house, we talk to them when we come back out of the house.
I said we have to know. We're not going to know until because the tag's down in there.
Right,
But what I'm going to know is open it up. So,
maybe we'll get together and see if we can't put together some kind of a ceremony for them.
I think that'd be great. Like I said, like he said,
They're on a table in front of a window.
he has been he was a important piece to the puzzle here in our community. So there's no sense in letting that go unnoticed.
See it go out like that.
Well, that's what we said too, and even the realtor said anybody else that was scratching at trying to get that home in town, they'd have backed a dumpster in there and they'd have dumped every single thing that was in that house away. I was like, we have zero intention of doing that. I was like, I mean, I have attachment to it. I remember him coming to the farm. I always said it was a classic. I never seen him with the bibs on. They were tied at his chest. I never seen them on his arms. When he came to the house, he had them tied at his chest. So it's just, to me, it's something that shouldn't be forgotten.
Okay. Yeah, we'll get together and see if we can work something out.
Good. Thank you.
No, thank you. Appreciate you guys showing respect for him.
So loud. It's we can't even
What's-
express.
What's wild is how it happened, because we had no idea he had passed. His wife lives in New York, David, Doc's son. She has zero attachment to anything here, and she was taking the garbage up. I had dropped the bus off, and my tick was ticking because I didn't put this screw in the first aid, and it clicked on the way back, and I was just like, I'm going back and doing it tonight. And when I pulled back in, she was taking the garbage can down. And I just spoke to her, said hello, and we got to talking, and she says, do you own Bright Acres? I said, well, it's my wife and her. So we got to chatting, and she says, my husband said I should talk to you. I'm like, oh, okay. We didn't even know he had passed. So having the conversation, she's like, David had said we would like to give you guys the opportunity to, because he loves what you guys did here. And she's like, it's just so great that I met you. She says, because tomorrow I was leaving to go back to New York, and she's like, I'm not coming back. And it was just, and she hasn't, and she didn't come back for the closing today or nothing. She had the attorney and the realtor take care of it. But it's like those, just everything aligned up perfectly. for it to fall the way it did. And
Well, and he got all of his prescriptions and everything from Kratzer,
yeah,
which is who we bought our first
First
building
one.
from. So it's just
it's
crazy
just
universe.
it's wild because, like I said, there was people that were chomping at that place, and they would have just all this stuff that to me has value, sentimental value.
Correct.
They pitched and burned. So it's just
Right.
nice everything fell the way it needed to.
Any other community comment? Any more dumpster issues yet? Or is it kind of straight?
Well, it got cleared out Tuesday, so we ain't full yet. But I'll keep an eye.
I did talk
Like I said,
about
it's
the
been
other
the past, yeah, it's been the past probably, I would say 3 weeks, and we come to a point where we can't even throw our garbage away, so we're piling it up in the kitchen until it runs on Tuesday, then Mikey's
Right. Well, they
throwing
should be
everything out
collapsing.
and
If things aren't being collapsed, boxes and whatnot, let me know.
I'm the worst. I'm not even gonna blame all of
Can you
that
put
on me, but
A sign on it, or does it
well,
already have
it's
something?
we're supposed to be fenced in with a sign on it. We just haven't gotten that far in life.
I'd mention it. I think it's a good idea, especially if it's free, because I know Ellen Gig's going to have a substantial amount of cardboard. What if we got a cardboard dumpster to put aside? Because if I'm not mistaken,
I
the
don't think
cardboard dumpsters.
Rumpke does a commercial pickup of that. They didn't years ago, so we'd have to check.
So I know the schools have a Rumpke cardboard dumpster right now. Little Miami does. So I don't know, and from what I was told, it was free, but take it for what it's worth.
If it's
Do
free.
we
It's
have it?
free.
Do we
Oh,
have?
yeah.
Because we have a lot of cardboard. We know Ellen Gig has a lot of cardboard, so
Yeah, if it's free, go for it.
if it's an option,
I mean, I don't know how you'd set it up, but, I mean, with the other dumpster. But
it's the exact same size as that one. It's just taller.
I think it would have to go over where the dumpster originally was. I don't think, because you're gonna block our
No,
gates
we
if you
would-
put them side by
No,
side.
we would caddy them over there backward.
You'd be able to look into that and see if it is available.
Will they let me, or do you have to, like,
No,
You
you
can
just
see if
talk
it's
to us
available.
about it. If you guys wanna get one and it's free, go for it. As long as it's idea of the dumpster.
yeah, we're not gonna fix things out.
And we rift through the garbage people throw in there when we catch them driving
We do.
around here, so we know who it is. I just plan on maybe
Mikey gets on the
setting
video
off and take it back
cameras
to
and see
their
what
house.
time they come, and, yeah.
Yeah, we
You can call the sheriff's department. They'll make them come back and clean it out.
know who it is.
Well, my biggest thing too is they set stuff beside the dumpster. Like, we came out one time and it was a whole patio, like 6 big chairs and a huge patio table and just sitting there.
I thought you might be able to use that.
What? Why, you know who I think ended up with it? Jimmy Osborne.
Oh, I mean, it'll get used.
But it's crazy, the stuff.
Actually, I did have one more quick question. Who would I contact to put some drain tile out in the ditch on my property? There's a ditch there. I'm on Edwardsville Road. There's a ditch. I'd like to put pipe in there and cover it up so I can plant grass and mow instead of have to weed eat it. Now, I've seen, you drive up and down, you see a bunch of houses like that where they kind of put pipe in that ditch and covered it up.
Is that Jason? It'd be the
Jason
Jason.
Fisher has to give you the permit to do it.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how we operate, so you're at this township?
Harlan Township. Yeah, but he's on the
He's
Whitney Road.
on county road.
Yeah, it's Edwardsville Road.
I think- Don't know currently, but the county would actually just charge you to do that.
Charge
You had to get, yeah, they charge you to do it.
Well, you need to buy a permit.
Permit's free, you just have to have the permit, and then you would contact the county and they
And
would.
they would do it?
In the past,
Okay.
I don't know now.
No, I'm just curious. I mean, I assume that.
Yeah, so the county's gone back and forth on culverts. I think they're doing them again. They quit doing them.
Correct.
And then the downside is that the majority of the contractors that put them in too high, too low, not big enough. And then it caused them more issues and more time and expense to go back in and fix the ditches or have to have the homeowner dig it back out again. So they found it to be easier to just put the culverts in themselves.
So I just
But
called
don't
in
know-
and
But I don't know since it's not a driveway. I don't know if they'll do it since it's not a driveway. So you'd have to, that would be, I think Jason Fisher Or you could just call the 695 something over there for the highway department. They can probably direct you to the right person. If Jason's not how you start that process.
I have his number, but I don't know if it's his personal cell phone number or not, so I'm kind of reluctant to give it to you.
Yeah, just tell me.
I'm not
I didn't
sure.
know if, just give me a department or somebody to call. I'll be happy to.
Engineer's office, that's
Just
for
Warren
Jason.
County Engineer's
That's
Office.
for Jason Fisher.
Personal phone.
Yeah, Warren County Engineer's Office on Markey Road in Lebanon, and ask.
I've probably talked to him a few times. Yeah, I'm sure I have.
He doesn't answer the phone.
What's that?
He doesn't answer the phone. He's a trustee in the next township over. So that's
Actually, I have his
that is
number.
right up his alley.
Yeah, his
you
number
do have
right
his
here.
number,
Now that
because
you
when you
mention
were,
that,
you
I
were on the
knew it.
levy committee, and I remember you talking to him.
I talked to him, yeah. I got his number.
You
But
got it.
I didn't connect the dots there. But now that you mentioned that.
You know who it is.
All right. Any other comments? You guys have anything else? Nope. Well,
Are we gonna pay the bills?
now we're gonna go into executive session.
You're gonna be here.
This time, I'll make a motion to go into executive session for ORC 121.22 G1 to discuss personnel related matters. Do I have a second?
Second.
And then we'll need a roll call.
Mr. Brzezinski,
Yes.
Mr. Kern,
Yes.
Mr. Shelton.
Yes.
Oh, thanks.
So just a reminder, I will turn the audio off. We'll leave the video going.
Steve will need you.
Back up.
All right.
All right.
At this time, I make a motion that we adjourn executive session and we will take action.
Second.
Roll call.
Okay. Mr. Brzezinski?
Yes.
Mr. Kern?
Yes.
Mr. Shelton?
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to place fire chief on paid administrative leave pending the outcome of the investigation into potential misconduct.
Second,
Okay, wait a minute. You're putting him on paid leave.
paid administrative leave.
But there's no time frame?
Nope.
I'm trying to think of the, okay.
You've got the wording from there. You can give it, you can send it to her.
Okay. Yeah, send that to me, please, because that was a lot. And then who seconded that, please?
I did.
Next, I'd like to make a motion to initiate an investigation pursuant of Title VII of the Ohio Revised Code into potential misconduct of firefighting personnel.
Second.
You also send me that to make sure I have all this correct. Please. I just want to make sure all the wording is correct.
I have a question. So I was working with him on setting up a fire safety for here. Do I need to contact somebody else for that now?
Or
I don't know.
we are going to be using our assistant fire chiefs to cover for him right now.
Which is Steve.
Or Jamie.
Well, they have two.
Or Jamie Whitaker.
Okay.
Or call Jamie.
Steve said, don't call me. Did you hear that?
Call Jamie.
Yeah, whoever I need to. But I don't think I have Jamie's
It
number.
was a fire safety day you were working on.
Yes, for in
What is that?
October. So they come in and they do
For
their
Fire Safety
whole,
Week.
yeah, yep.
I'll go with you.
Yeah.
Vice versa, if you hear from me, call me. You have my contact, right?
I have yours, yes, I don't have Jamie.
We know where you live. Well, yeah, I'm hard to track down. You do.
The kids know where you're at all times right now. Trust me.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to hear you fire up.
Any other information to be brought before the board? Make a motion, we pay the bills.
Second.
Can I say something real quick?
Yes.
So I went to Westchester's trustees meeting last Tuesday for a swearing in, and they did their executive session prior to their trustees meeting. Is that something that could be done? So the community isn't sitting here waiting for an hour.
It does, well, our meetings are scheduled for 7. That would
Right.
actually, I don't know how they do it before, because then you would actually have to call.
They have
They
someone
have,
who's there.
they have a standing executive session every meeting because they have like 600 employees. So every meeting they're hiring, firing somebody. So they start an hour, or I went to the one for Jason Woody a while ago. So they start like an hour early,
Mhm.
but they have one every meeting that they do the executive session preset, because there's always, at least one person that's changing positions, promoted, demoted, hired, fired, something. We got as many employees, so they do it ahead of time for that reason.
That's right, Matt went over there.
Yes, he did. Next one in last Tuesday.
Pay the bills, because I wasn't writing quick enough.
I made the motion.
I apologize.
No, you're good.
Who seconded?
Second.
Thank you.
Correspondence.
Just what Steve gave us.
Do I have a motion to adjourn?
Make the motion to adjourn.